Bitcoin halving and price cycle. The halving is anticipated around March-April 2024. The halving is still a significant contributor to Bitcoin's price cycle. The halving is seen as a demand driver, with the reduction in supply being less significant than the net accumulation by hodlers. We argue that relying solely on the halving as the single driver of the Bitcoin market doesn't do justice to the plethora of data available, including global macro data and Bitcoin's increasing entrenchment in the global financial system. We suggest that the halving can be a spark, but the real driver is the tight supply and the demand spark that can ignite the market. Self-fulfilling prophecy and demand. The supply shock narrative is understandable, but also emphasizes the role of demand based on historical price action relative to the halving. We wonder if the cycle, whether it's supply-driven or demand-driven, will continue to repeat and whether people will start front-running this cycle, leading to an earlier price peak. Fiat failure and Bitcoin success. The discussion: the natural life cycle of fiat currency and whether the failure of fiat systems is necessary for Bitcoin to succeed. We believe that Bitcoin would still be bullish even without the current state of global debt and unfunded liabilities in developed nations. Also, the touch on the role of central banks and their potential collaboration or cartelization, and how fiat currency is a drug that humans are addicted to. General macroeconomics overview. This provides an overview of the current macroeconomic situation, mentioning the rough years post-pandemic and the tightening by the Fed, discusses the political pressure and inflation, mentioning that the Fed would have preferred to let inflation rip while keeping yields low. The collapse of stocks and bonds and the potential consequences of tight monetary policy. The dynamics of Bitcoin and its market, focusing on the impact of economic conditions, derivative markets, and government interventions. Economic conditions and Bitcoin. The potential impact of economic downturns on Bitcoin, mentioning that when the Federal Reserve cuts rates, it's usually not a bullish sign for the market. Central planners do not understand the secondary and tertiary impacts of their policies, leading to higher debt burdens and economic instability. We also think that despite the economic downturns, equity markets and Bitcoin have rallied, but speculative ventures have dried up. Derivative markets and Bitcoin. The role of derivative markets in Bitcoin's price volatility, stating that derivatives can amplify price movements but are net neutral in the long term. The futures markets work, using oil as an example, and then relates it to Bitcoin, explaining how Bitcoin's digital nature makes it different from traditional commodities. While derivatives can drive short-term price volatility, they do not create or destroy value in the long term. They can, however, amplify the volatility due to Bitcoin's inelastic supply. Government intervention. The possibility of government intervention to control Bitcoin prices, comparing it to gold. However, Bitcoin's digital and decentralized nature makes it resistant to such interventions. Bitcoin prices through derivatives will eventually be corrected, often violently, due to Bitcoin's verifiable and easily transferable nature. Market speculation and volatility. Speculation, especially through leveraged positions in derivative markets, can lead to significant price movements in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is tightly held, especially preceding bull markets, making it difficult to acquire substantial amounts without significantly impacting the price. Conclusion. The discussion provides a comprehensive overview of Bitcoin's halving, its potential impact on price cycles, and the broader macroeconomic context. The importance of understanding the dynamics between supply and demand and the potential for self-fulfilling prophecies in the market. The conversation also delves into the implications of fiat failure, central banking policies, and the current state of the global economy. Thanks for watching. We upload daily. Like and subscribe to see more videos about the economy, Bitcoin, and the overall direction of all financial news and events. Thanks again.